And we're live. Well, that was fun. Manchester United 3, Leicester City 0. So obviously in the first half, not the best of performances. I don't think anyone's going to sit here and say United were absolutely fantastic in that first half. But we went into half-time with a goal up. Now we got that goal from Marcus Rashford. Once again, Rashford has scored for United. 24 goals this season. His best ever goal-scoring season. And what a run he's in. What great form and what a player. I don't think this is form anymore. Genuinely think that this is Marcus Rashford's new level. He is back to his best. He is exceeding what he has done before in the past, and he really is smashing it up at United this season. Some other great performers in there as well. Bruno Fernandes, very impressive. 2 assists for him today. I thought Jadon Sancho was great off the bench. I think Sabitzer had a very solid match in the middle of midfield, doing a real professional job with Casemiro still suspended, of course. David De Gea as well, special shout out to him for reaching 180 Man United clean sheets, equaling the all-time record and making some fantastic saves. So we can see the first comment in there from Anthony. Good to see you in here, my friend. Dub for the boys. Big dub indeed. Great to see United winning once again. And what a run we're on. And genuinely didn't think it was possible. I didn't think we were in a Premier League title race, but if City are in the race, United have to be considered up there as well. And if we keep on winning, those teams above us, Arsenal, City, they look precarious, they're dropping points, they're looking a little bit out of form. United can point, and we can make the most out of what is a very exciting end to the season. So going to get the first point into the chat there, guys. So who was your man of the match for today? So obviously Marcus Rashford got the official man of the match. His double was fantastic. He could have had a hat-trick as well. For a little bit of a poor finish from Rashford, all things considered, with how well he's been playing this season. But 2 goals for Rashford today, absolutely fantastic. He's my man of the match. I thought Bruno Fernandes was incredible. David De Gea kept us in that match. Jadon Sancho, of course, getting his goal off the bench as well. So great overall team performance and a great result for United. So with that, we go marching on. Of course, we are now only 3 points of Man City. We've played the same amount of matches, and as well as that, only 5 of Arsenal. So things could happen. It could be a very, very exciting end of the season. Of course, United in so many competitions still. We have the Europa League coming up, League Cup final, FA Cup as well, and we are well and truly up there. And if Arsenal and City continue to slip up, United could find themselves in a title race. I'm not going to say we're there just yet, but maybe next week, if Arsenal and City continue to drop points. Of course, they do have to play each other as well, so one of them will be guaranteed to drop points in that match. United with a good run of fixtures coming up. Most difficult, of course, will be Liverpool at Anfield, but if we can get through that with 3 points, we really could be on for something special this season under Erik ten Hag. And what a turnaround it's been. Of course, there was photos going about on Twitter and across the internet of the Brentford defeat and how everybody felt after that. The club was so down, we felt like we were on our knees. We have picked ourselves up. Erik ten Hag has done an amazing job at Man United this season, and we are well and truly up there. And we can see from the stats here, so here's a great one for you guys. Manchester United have won more matches than any other side across the big 5 European leagues this season. What a stat. And you only get that there from playing well, from having a top manager, being in form and doing really, really well. And that's something that we've managed to do all season. We've picked up points even when we're not playing great, even when things aren't going to plan. United have won matches through playing not the best. Today we certainly did play fantastic. In that first half, of course, it was a struggle. Leicester looked dangerous, some top saves from David De Gea, but in that second half there was only one winner. United looked hungrier, we looked sharper, stronger, faster, and we were so decisive when we got our chances, and we could have had 5 or 6 goals today. Weghorst, a couple of poor misses, Sancho as well, Rashford had another chance, Bruno Fernandes had a chance. Definitely United could have had even more today, but we're sitting here, another big 3 points, and how fantastic it feels to be sitting here with United up to 3rd place, 3 points ahead of Newcastle now as well, 3 points gained on the team below us. We are really making sure that we'll get that top 4 finish, and we're going to move on and we're going to try compete for Premier League titles this year. So very, very excited. So new comment in there from Bradley. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome to the channel if you are new. Man U, That is it. Yep, absolutely, my friend. Smashing it up, Manchester United this season. And I'm sure all you guys are feeling the same about how well we're doing, how good United are playing this season. So, guys, get your thoughts into the comment there. Join Bradley, join Anthony in getting the comments in, getting the discussion going. Who was your man of the match for today's match? I'm going to go for Rashford or Bruno, but I think I'll give it to Rashford. His 2 goals really set the tone and really pulled us away from Leicester in that match. And once again, Marcus Rashford is tearing it up for Man United. So very, very good from Rashford. His best ever season in a Man United shirt. 24 goals already this year. We're only halfway through February. So many matches coming up and a lot more matches for Rashford to score goals. Erik ten Hag, of course, set him the target of 30 to 35 goals this season. I think Rashford on this form, he could hit that within the next couple of months. And what a turnaround for Rashford, and how fantastic it is to see him really doing so well for himself after everything that happened this season, of course. But Erik ten Hag, Marcus Rashford, firing United to the top, and it's great to be there. It's great to be sitting here in front of you guys with a team playing so well that we are really believing in, and we are falling in love with Man United all over again this season. The performances, the wins, the goals, everything, it's just going so well. The new owners as well coming in. There's a lot to be excited for. It's a very, very big time for Man United fans. Something that we've waited for a very long time. And this feels different. And that's something I will say. We had times under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, under Jose Mourinho, where we looked like we were going to go on, compete. But it never happened. And for whatever reason with Jose Mourinho, it didn't work out. Ole, as we know, he lost the dressing room. Erik ten Hag seems like a man who knows what he's doing, going to build something positive at United and really start to move us forward as a football club. And I am so excited for the rest of the season, and I'm sure you guys are as well. So get your thoughts into the comments. As always, guys, it's a really good interactive community here on the United Philosophy. We love doing these lives. We love talking to you guys after every single match, and let me know your thoughts as well. Don't forget to smash that sub button, as there are so much content, so much videos coming up to cover all the matches, the news, the takeovers. Everything is happening at Man United, and it is an exciting time to be a United fan once again. And what a fantastic day. It has been a great weekend for United. Newcastle dropping points, Man City dropping points, United winning and moving on up that Premier League table. So a couple quotes to bring you guys as well. So these are always something I love doing as well, reacting to these quotes with you guys. So Rashford has come out. He says, "I don't feel like I'm slowing down. I just want to improve every single week." And absolutely agree with him. He's tearing it up at United, really smashing it up. And what a turnaround this season from Marcus Rashford. So a couple more quotes will come through, so I will bring them as they come in. So let me know your thoughts on the game, guys. Let me know, how do you feel going into the rest of the season? A big week coming up. Barcelona in the Europa League on Thursday, the Carabao Cup final on Sunday. United could be into the next round of the Europa League and have a trophy already this season by this time next week. So exciting times are coming up. Couple stats as well to bring you guys. Marcel Sabitzer made 11 ball recoveries against Leicester, more than any other player on the pitch. Now Sabitzer is a player I want to talk about as well. I'm sure you guys are impressed with him. He's come in, he's worked hard for the team, and he's doing a great job in the middle of that midfield, and he could be available to buy for as little as £15 million in the summer. Now, for me, that's a no-brainer deal. He has come in, he's worked hard, he has really shone, and he's been a professional playing out of position. Whenever he plays with Casemiro, it will be so different. Sabitzer will be in his best position, and he can influence the team even more with Casemiro in there alongside him. So for me, I think Sabitzer could be a very good, shrewd signing to bring in. But let me know what you guys think. Would you like to see Sabitzer brought in on a permanent deal in summer? Let me know in the comments as down below. Couple quotes to bring you here from Erik ten Hag, the man himself. So Erik ten Hag on a title race. So this is something, of course, we are very excited about. Maybe we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, and Erik ten Hag seems to think so as well. He has said, "I don't think about that, we don't think about that. We think about tomorrow, we have to be a better version of ourselves, and that's what we have to work for. We are in February, don't look far ahead." I do agree with Erik ten Hag. One game at a time, and let's see where we end up at the end of the season. It will be exciting. There will be much things happening, and a lot of exciting times ahead for United fans, but one game at a time. But that's how you win trophies, by winning every match. we go again on Thursday night. If we beat Barcelona, I make us favourites for the Europa League. So it will be an interesting week for sure. We could be sitting here next week with our first trophy in 6 years if we beat Newcastle in the cup final. So that will be exciting as well. Erik ten Hag has also said, we don't follow the rules and the principles of the game from our way of play and you get punished. We got lucky and it is only because of David De Gea we don't concede a goal. Great saves and we were not disciplined. It is not right. I do think United struggled a little bit in that first half and Leicester had some very good chances. 2 fantastic saves from David De Gea and he has kept us in that match, and that's what it comes down to. Whenever you're playing poor, you need your big players to step up with big moments. We've seen it with Rashford scoring those 2 goals, Bruno Fernandes getting his assist, David De Gea with those saves. When you're not playing well at a period of the match, you need your big players to step up, and today they did. So Erik ten Hag has also said, we came in at half time and said we were 1-0 up. We also knew how to beat them. There was a lot of space in the midfield and behind their defending line, and it was a good goal once again from Rashford and a great pass from Bruno. Great goal, and we were 1-0 up. The second half was all us, and Bruno Fernandes had a magnificent game, and that's something I agree with. I think Bruno had a very good match today. Really good job as well, playing out of position, of course, on the right wing. He really influenced things on that right hand side, and he kept Harvey Barnes in check. Now, Harvey Barnes, of course, one of Leicester's informed players at the minute, so good to keep him under wraps and really start to feel a bit more positive about United moving forward. So couple more quotes to bring you guys, and we will get into the rest of the stream as well, so we'll wait for them coming in. So let's have a look first and foremost at the stats for the match. So this is something I always like to briefly run over because we can learn a lot from stats. Now obviously we watch football with our eyes, and our eyes told us it was a good United performance, and today in the stats it backs it up as well. So United, of course, today we managed to put up 24 shots to Leicester's 16, so it was quite an open match, and Erik ten Hag wasn't happy with how much space and chances Leicester had as well. 8 shots on target, so we were hitting the target fairly regularly in the match. Danny Ward, the Leicester goalkeeper, made some good saves, but we could have had even more goals if our finishing was a little bit better. We see as well the bottom stat, XG. Now of course it's not everybody's cup of tea. I like it, I think it's useful, and from the stats wise, United could have had and should have had a 4th goal. So I do agree with that, and stats aren't everything, but I think it's important to have a quick look at them. So let's have a look as well here at some player ratings for the match. So this is something I want to get on with you guys. Let me know who your man of the match was, who stood out, who do you think had a poor match today. I don't think Fred was great. I think Garnacho was a little bit quiet as well. There's definitely a drop off in quality from Garnacho whenever he starts a match as to when he comes on as a sub, and we see that in the ratings here. So David De Gea, the goalkeeper, of course, going to get an 8 out of 10. Absolutely fantastic saves, and he really did keep Leicester out very well. Right back, I'm going to give Diogo Dalot a 7. I thought his progression was good and he looked dangerous. If he was a little bit more careful with his crosses, could have had an assist as well, and he definitely should have scored. If he took it on his left foot, he had a pretty open goal to aim at. Of course, he took it on his right and he missed the target, unfortunately. Centre backs, Lindelof, Martinez, yeah, just a pretty okay performance from them. 6 out of 10. Luke Shaw going to get a 7. I thought he was very good down that left hand side. Looking at the midfielders, I'm going to give Fred a 6. I thought he was quite wasteful at times. Let me know what you guys think about Fred's performance today down in those comments. Sabitzer going to get a 7. I thought he was very good. Now the number 10, of course, was Weghorst. It isn't Bruno Fernandes, so that's why it's a 5. I think Weghorst, he tries hard and he runs for the team. I just don't think the quality is there with Weghorst, unfortunately. Forward line, Rashford going to get an 8 out of 10. Absolutely fantastic from Rashford once again. Bruno going to get a 7. 2 assists, really did well today. And I'm going to give Garnacho a 6. It was an okay match, not his best by any means. But let's have a talk about Marcus Rashford, because this man is in fantastic form. So let me just load up the stats here for Rashford for the season. You guys can see how Rashford has been killing it this season. Orbs in there as well. Welcome back to the channel. Good to see you on the live, my friend. We need this performance against Barcelona. Yes, absolutely agree, and I think we will get it as well. We played very well at the Nou Camp, but look at this man beside me. Look at those stats. 24 goals and 8 assists in 35 matches this season. Absolutely tearing it up for United. When we consider as well his World Cup, 3 goals at that. Rashford is close to 30 goals already this year, and 35-40 goal season could be on the cards if he keeps up this form. And this isn't just form, this is Rashford's level. This is the level that he is now at, and he is operating at on a week-on-week basis. Every match, it is just so inevitable that Rashford is going to score for Manchester United. So we're going to have a look here as well. A couple more quotes to bring you guys, so let me get them up for you guys. Bring you the latest news, of course, here on the channel. So let me just wait for the refresh here. Always will have it. Yeah, I'm sure Erik ten Hag has a couple more things that he has come out with. Of course, yes, so in the first half we don't have that much. He said he didn't have enough time to explain what went wrong. He wasn't happy with the first half. I do think United could have played better, but he says we need players in form. We have to follow the principles, our way of play, and if we do that, we can play very well, and we have seen it in the second half. I think the second half, one of the best performances from United all season. I think the way we kept Leicester in their half of the pitch, we really ground them out. We made chance after chance, held the ball. It was fantastic, and that is why we've went with world-class Ten Hag football. That is what he wants to see. That is what United fans want to see, and we want to see United continuing to do well this season. And it is exciting to see what's going to happen for the rest of the year. So here is a question for you guys, something that we will bring up, of course. Orbs has got it in the comments already about Barcelona, and that is what we're going to move on. So that's the next match. So who starts against Barcelona? Who do you think should play? Do we start Weghorst again? He was poor again today. Do we play Sancho? Do we go with Garnacho? Of course, Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, Luke Shaw, Casemiro will play. There are a lot of guaranteed starters in that match, but there are things that we do need to discuss and we do need to think about. Do we start Dalot at right back? Do we start Wan-Bissaka? Who would you guys like to see play against Barcelona on Thursday night? It will be exciting. It'll be a great match for sure, and what an atmosphere it will be at Old Trafford once again. And honestly, I'm just I wish I could get over for the match. I really do, because I think it'll be absolutely electric, and I am very excited to watch that one. And of course, bring you guys the stream afterwards as well on that, so something to look forward to. So another quote from Ten Hag. He has been busy, speaking a lot. I think you can learn a lot from what Erik ten Hag wants from this team by looking at the quotes he's coming out with. We can see the areas he wants to improve, what he thinks we're doing right, and what he thinks we're doing wrong. So he says the team is putting Rashford in the right positions, especially Bruno. He creates many passes, many chances. He gives behind, he crosses, and it's not only Bruno, but I think he's doing a great job. So Ten Hag, very happy with Bruno Fernandes. I am very happy with Bruno Fernandes. I'm sure you guys are as well. And what a season Bruno's having. What a season Marcus Rashford is having as well. So great times for United fans. So something for us all to look forward to will be the rest of the season. So yeah, let me know what you think, guys, down in the comments below. So who starts against Barcelona in the middle of the week? Who will come in, do you think? Well, should we go for Garnacho down that left hand side? Will we bring Sancho back into the team? I think Sancho looked very good starting down the middle in the number 10 position. Let me know what you guys think about that. Do you think that Jadon Sancho could be that number 10 for United? Bruno, very effective off that right hand side. His crossing ability and his ability to get the ball in behind for Marcus Rashford is something we've seen several times already in the last couple of weeks, and it is a position he has grown into and he has improved throughout the season. So you can see a couple more people joining in with the stream. Welcome to the channel if you are new, guys, and get your comments in. Let me know what you think about the match and how do you think we played today, and ultimately where can this season take us, because it is going to be an exciting ride till the end of the season. We're coming into the crunch time now. Big week ahead. If we beat Barcelona, we beat Newcastle, that's us favourites for a European competition, and as well we will have a trophy in the bag already this year. So definitely something to look forward to, something for all United fans to be excited about for the rest of the season, and I just can't wait. I honestly cannot wait to cover this with all you guys on the channel, bring you guys the latest and see how United do. It has been such a long time since there's been so much positivity around Manchester United, and what a season we're having, and who knows where it could go. I think the talk of title races is a little bit premature if Arsenal and City continue to drop points and falter, perhaps we could see Manchester United even closer to them in the league. But most importantly for me is guaranteeing Champions League football for next year. I think we took a long way towards that today with another big 3 points. Of course, Tottenham Hotspur are rivals for that Champions League spot are playing now, so I'll bring you guys the latest score in that as well. If you guys are interested in keeping up with that one, currently 0-0 after 15 minutes between Tottenham and West Ham. So if that stays like that, it will be very good for United. That would give us a 9-point gap on Tottenham Hotspur in 5th place, and of course we are now 8 points clear of Newcastle as well. So United definitely looking favourites for that Champions League position, looking favourites to go on, win that League Cup, compete for the Europa League, and we will go far in the FA Cup as well. So I think United will end the season with at least 1 trophy. How many trophies do you think United can win this season? Let me know in the comments down below, guys, and get your thoughts in. Who was your man of the match? Who would you like to see play against Barcelona during the week? Just do that. There we go. Just had to change something there with the stream, guys, making sure everything's good. And yep, we're steady, excellent connection. That is good. So we can stay on with you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And as always, guys, don't forget to hit that sub button. If you are new, you want to join in with the channel on an interactive community here. There'll be videos every single week, previews for every match, player analysis, breaking news, live streams, everything here on the channel. Much more coming up, and exciting times to cover for all United fans. So let's bring you guys some more quotes, some more opinions, and some more takes over on the stream here. So of course, just waiting for things to load up here as well. So let me know what you think. It's an open floor, guys. It's an open chat. This isn't just my show. I want to talk to you guys. I love hearing different opinions, and that's what makes the show worthwhile. That's what makes doing the whole covering United worthwhile. Everybody's got different opinions. We will get the big one out of the way. So let's move on to it. Who do you think should be Man United's new owner? Now, of course, we have had bids in from Ineos, so that's Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Qatar have bid, and as well a US consortium has bid. Now, for me, the order of preference would certainly be the American investors at the bottom, because they want to come in. This is the same group who bought over AC Milan and took so much money out of the club and ran it into the ground. We want rid of American owners at Man United. Then would probably be Sir Jim Ratcliffe, and I think United will end up being bought over by the Qatari investors, and that is Sheikh Jassim Al Thani, I think. So exciting times coming up. What do you guys think about the new owner situation? Let me know down in the comments. Who is your preferred new owner? And I see a couple more people joining in as well. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel if you are new. And this is a growing community here. We're interactive. We go live after every single match. So let me know your thoughts down in those comments. Who was your man of the match? Who would you like to see play against Barcelona? And ultimately, who do you think will be United's new owners as well? So a couple more things to bring you guys here as well. So open floor, get your comments in down below as well, guys. A lot of people going on about the second half performance, and I think we're absolutely brilliant in that second half. Erik ten Hag, very happy man as well, coming in, I'm sure, in his press conference. That's why he's so open, because he's enjoyed himself in that second half, and ultimately United have another big 3 points in this one. So exciting times, United, moving up that league table, competing for trophies. This is where we want to be as a football club. And we would have said to us at the start of the season, after that Brentford loss, after the Brighton loss, after getting smashed by Man City, that we would be sitting here competing for trophies, competing for a league title. People would have looked at you like you were talking absolute rubbish. But we are here, we're smashing things up, and it is very exciting. So breaking news to bring you guys on the owner front. So, like, you guys listen up to this here one. So, the Bank of America has been appointed as an advisor to Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani and his bid for Man United. So that's interesting. Of course, there was talk of Qatar coming in by themselves. Now, of course, there will be advisors to all these bidders. It is such a massive purchase that they will bring in financial advisors to interpret the United financials, look at the value of the club, and that's how they make their bids based on their valuations. Of course, as we know, the Glazers want as much money as possible, but that isn't possible for them all the time. So let's see what happens. It'll be an exciting time, and that is something worth bringing you guys and worth keeping a note of. So, of course, new quotes in from Erik ten Hag. So if you guys want to hear this here, very, very happy with it as well. Very happy with the result. It's a great performance in that second half. When you play every 3 days, you can't always get to your same performance. Today was really tough, but we won, and that's the most important thing. Great to see Jadon Sancho as well pick up another goal. Good for his confidence, and of course Sancho coming back into the team after a long time off from different things for his physical health, his mental health, and it is good to see Sancho back in the team and back amongst the goals. Hopefully he can pick up some form. As we know, we are quite light up front. Anthony Martial continues to be injured. Anthony was injured against Crystal Palace when he was pushed off the pitch and fell down into the advertising boards, of course. So United need Sancho back in that good form. We want to see Garnacho pick up some more form and some more minutes as well. But Garnacho, as we know, is someone who has been better off the bench this season. He makes more of an impact in matches, and he has the most goals and assists out of any substitute in the Premier League this season. So he's smashing it up as well. But we need more consistency across our front line. We are very relying on Bruno Fernandes, on Marcus Rashford to perform. And if Sancho comes in, starts playing well, I'm sure you'll see the likes of Weghorst moved off the pitch. He won't be playing number 10, of course, if Sancho continues to play well. So it will be interesting times coming up for United. A lot of different options, a lot of tactical approaches we can go for, and that is something good, and United need to have that in our locker. As we know, whenever you can keep opposition coaches guessing, you have a much better chance. When you go into a match with everybody knows how you're going to play, they'll set up accordingly to try to stop you. United have different options, different routes we can go down, and ultimately, yes, it will be good for United to have those players back. So a couple more people joining in with the stream. Welcome to the channel, guys. If you want to get your thoughts into the comments down below, let me know what you thought about today's match and how you feel about the rest of the season moving forward. Certainly a very exciting time coming up for all United fans, and we are competing for 4 trophies now this season. An unbelievable accomplishment, and who knows where this season can bring us to. Of course, Brendan Rodgers, Leicester City's manager, has said it was a sending off, straight-legged into the knee. How he hasn't looked at it is incredible. I do think Sabitzer was a little bit lucky with that one. I don't think necessarily it was the worst tackle I've ever seen. And of course, there wasn't really much speed or impact to it. The Leicester player was fine. He wasn't injured. So that's just opposition managers, of course. They will always come out with these type statements. So some more people joining in. Welcome to the channel and welcome to the stream, guys. Let me know your man of the match down in those comments. How do you feel about United for the rest of the season? Certainly a very exciting time coming up, and ultimately I cannot wait to bring it and enjoy it with you guys here on the channel. So let's have a look here at some more quotes coming in from Erik ten Hag. David De Gea made some great saves and we didn't concede a goal. Great saves and we were not disciplined. I think, I really think that David De Gea had a very, very solid match. And of course, he is a player under a lot of criticism, and people do think that we need to move on from David De Gea. He isn't good enough. When it comes to making big saves, there is genuinely very few goalkeepers, in my opinion, who are more reliable, more consistent. Of course, there are issues with his distribution. His kicking isn't great. We know that. He doesn't claim crosses. But today, he did a very good job, and he was excellent when called upon. So what do you guys think about David De Gea? Would you like to see a new goalkeeper brought in summer? Is that something you think United should look at? In my opinion, I do think that a new goalkeeper could be on the cards, and it will be an exciting transfer window in the summer, something for all United fans to be very excited for. And especially if we bring in new owners, there will be big investment into that team, big investment into the squad, and it will be a very exciting time for United fans. We could find ourselves back up with the elite clubs of European football, challenging for Champions Leagues, Premier Leagues every single season. Of course, with the Glazers gone, that opportunity increases. We have the right manager, we have the right players, we need to add to that, and if we have the right owners in as well, nobody will stop Man United going into the future, in my opinion. The money we have, the income we have, the brand that we are, United will be unstoppable once we are free of the Glazer debt, have serious owners, serious directors, and something for all United fans to look forward to. Let me know what you guys think in the comments as well. Don't forget to smash that sub button. I would absolutely love for you to join our community here on the channel, and let me know your thoughts on the match as well. So A lot still to get into, a lot still to bring you guys. I will bring you guys the latest score in the Tottenham Hotspur match, as it is a point of interest, something that United fans should still be looking out for. We are still in a top 4 battle. 25 minutes gone, still 0-0 between Tottenham and West Ham. So if it stays like that, it's another great weekend for Man United points wise. And something I'm very happy about, and I'm sure you guys are as well, is that from when Casemiro was suspended and had a 3-match ban, we have picked up 7 points out of the last 9, and we should have beat Leeds at home. United could have picked up 9 points from 9, and we will be stronger going into the future. With Casemiro back, we will be more controlling in midfield, and we will have our best midfielder back on the pitch once again. But it has been good for United in recent weeks. Very, very positive to pick up points when you're missing key players, when you're not playing well, and those are hallmarks of a great team. And we are building a great team at Man United, a team I'm sure top players will be excited to come to in the summer, and they will want to come to us in the summer. And as well, with Champions League football, United will bring in some big names. Expect to see the likes of a Zeman, a Vlahovic, maybe go back in for a Frankie de Jong type midfielder, new goalkeeper as well. Exciting times coming up for United fans, and something we will be looking forward to, and we will be covering in depth on the channel, so don't forget to stay tuned for all that there. So Marcus Rashford against Leicester, 10 starts, 6 subs appearances, 8 goals and 1 assist. Absolutely fantastic from Rashford, and he enjoys playing Leicester City, and he's enjoying playing every team in football at the minute, because he is smashing it up and he is really doing well at Man United. His best ever season, goals wise, he's close to it, assist wise as well. Rashford really has reached a new level this year, and something United fans are very excited about, myself included. So you can see a couple more people joining in. If you are new and you want to join in with the channel, you know what to do. Smash that sub button. It's great to have you guys here on the channel and joining in with the live. Let me know your thoughts down in those comments. How do you feel about the match today? How do you feel about playing Barcelona on Thursday night? And the big question, guys, are United now in a title race? So I'll get that into the comments, and you guys can debate amongst yourselves. Get your thoughts in down below. Can we push Man City and Arsenal to the end of the season? Now, a couple of weeks ago, after we lost against Arsenal at the Emirates, of course, we drew against Crystal Palace. Any hope of title talk was pretty much out the window. Arsenal were in great form, City were in great form, but now things have changed, and United are in great form, and Arsenal and City are both dropping points on a fairly regular basis. They're struggling in the league, and United can be there to pounce. We can be there to mop up points, move closer to those teams, and let's just see what can happen. I don't think we will compete for the league title. I think it might be too soon for this team, but the potential is there, and to be even talking about being in a Premier League title race after 24 matches in a season is a great accomplishment, especially considering how we started the season, how poor we were in those first 2 matches, and we have dropped some silly points this season, dropping points against Leeds, against Crystal Palace. If we won those matches, held on like we should have, we could have been even closer, and we would have genuinely been very close to Arsenal and City in that league title race. So Erik ten Hag on Man United's first half performance, it's one word, he just said rubbish. So he clearly was not a happy man, Erik ten Hag, on that first half performance, as he has discussed. On that Spurs match as well, still 0-0 for you guys, so that is the latest in that one. So I will keep you guys posted, as it's something of interest for the rest of the season for us, making sure we finish in the top 4, guaranteeing top 4. Champions League football for next season is so important, as we will go in with a top manager, new owners, and an exciting direction for the club. And if we have Champions League football on top of that, there is no player in Europe we cannot sign should United decide they want them. So expect to see big players, of course. So players coming in like Vlahovic, like an Zeman coming in to lead the line at Man United will be very exciting and something to look forward to. A lot of positives coming up, and it will all be covered here on the channel, so stay tuned for all that. So any more thoughts, any more comments, guys, get them in there. It's an open floor and it's an interactive chat here, so let me know your thoughts on the match today, how you feel about the performance, and ultimately, can United go on and challenge for that league title for the rest of the season? I think we can purse Arsenal, we can purse Man City. That is the words I have went for in my comment down there, guys, because I don't think we will get ahead of them, but if we purse them close and we continue to win and let's just see what happens. United could end up high up that league table, and we could finish above Arsenal, above City. What an achievement that would be. So, exciting times coming up for all United fans. So, if you guys want to get your thoughts into the comments down below, as always, we want to hear them here on the channel. It's great to have you guys with us, as always, after the match. And there's still a lot to bring you guys on today's performance and on other news as well. As we discussed, for anybody who has just joined, the channel and the chat here, the Qatari bid from Sheikh Jassim that has come in for Man United has also had the Bank of America appointed as an advisor, something we see quite regularly in big dealings, and it is to be expected. New comments in there as well. So good to see you. I'm going to really badly pronounce your name, my friend. Shrindi? I think it's Shrindi. I apologise if I said your name really badly, my friend. But hello to you, and you enjoyed today's game, especially the second half, and we should have scored 5 goals at least. Yep, I do agree with that. The stats say United should have had 4 goals. I think Rashford had a great chance, Weghorst had a great chance, and yeah, I mean, we need that type of performance more. I do agree with you, my friend. Good to see you here on the channel. Thank you for joining in and getting involved in the chat. Really do love talking to you guys, getting your thoughts in and having your opinions, because that's what football is all about. Everybody has different thoughts, different opinions, and that's what makes the game this game it is. So yeah, great performance from United, and I'm very happy. And I think if we go in and play like that against Barcelona and against Newcastle, we'll have a very, very big week ahead. So GGMU as well in there. Thank you very much for commenting and getting involved, my friend. I do appreciate it, and it's good to have new people, new faces on the channel. So good to hear from you guys as always after the match, and good to get talking to other United fans as well. So do appreciate all that. Ultimately, good performance across the match. First half, a little bit poor. Second half, absolutely fantastic. That is a blueprint of how Erik ten Hag will want to approach the rest of the season, and that is how he wants to play. In my opinion, one of the best performances all season was against Tottenham Hotspurs at Old Trafford, and we had a similar performance today against Leicester. We held the ball in their half, we didn't let them out, and United really did put them under the cosh, made them feel pressure, and we should have scored even more. So new comment in there as well. So talking about Barca, we should have won that game by 4-2 at least. I do agree with that as well. We had the chances to win that match. We should have took them. Weghorst, a great chance. Some really good saves from Ter Stegen, of course, the goalkeeper for Barcelona. So we could have done better. I think some of the goals Barcelona scored were a little bit poor. That Rafinha goal, United should have done better on it. And if we had done better, we would be sitting here with going into that big match on Thursday, knowing that we just had to avoid defeat. We have to go again, we have to pick ourselves up, and we have to beat Barcelona at Old Trafford, and I think we can do it. Our home form has been fantastic this season, and I fully believe that with Barcelona's injuries, their suspensions, they'll be weaker going into this one, and United can make them pay, and we can beat them. So Erik ten Hag has said, I said, come Thursday, it's a big game, and make sure you get there, and we will beat Barcelona together. Love to see that from the manager, getting the fans involved. What a man, what a manager, what a team Man United are at the minute, and it is great to be able to sit here in front of you guys and say United are doing really, really well. And it's been a long time since there's been so much positivity around the club, since people genuinely feel like United will do something special. So long may that continue, of course. And as well, I can see a couple more people joining in, so welcome to the chat and welcome to the stream. If you are new and you want to join in with the community, you know what to do. Hit that sub button, hit that like button. Oh, it is very much appreciated. So comment there as well. David De Gea, man of the match. I do think David De Gea had a fantastic match today, some really top level saves, and he definitely was a difference maker in that first half. He kept us going 1 or 2 goals behind, really world class saves, and I think he had a fantastic match, probably his best match of the season. The saves he made were so important to the story of the match and what we managed to achieve in it. If we did go a goal down, 2 goals down, it would have been very hard to get back into that match. Leicester would have sat back, of course, but David De Gea kept us in it. Bruno Fernandes made the opportunities, and Marcus Rashford did what he has done all season, and that is hit the back of the net once again for United. So I'm feeling positive. Another great win for the boys today, and definitely things are moving in the right direction. So, as well, let me just bring you guys the latest in the Tottenham match. It is still a concern and something we have to keep an eye out on. Still 0-0 in that one for anyone interested. So, things are looking positive for United, and results are definitely going our way. So, what a time. What a time to be a United fan, and some great numbers coming out as well. So this season Marcus Rashford has more goals in all competitions than Chelsea do in the Premier League. I mean, what a player, and what form he has been in since that World Cup, and even before it as well. Rashford back to his best, well and truly smashing things up once again for Man United, and it is great to be able to say that as a United fan. Marcus Rashford, one of my favourite players for a very long time, and it is great to see him back to his best and performing at levels we haven't seen from him before. So, Bruno is really good on the right wing. We really do not have a proper right wing. Sancho should now be able to switch now between Cam and right wing. I agree. I think Sancho looks very good at attacking midfield, that number 10 position, that central attacking midfield zone. I think it really helps his skill set. As we know, he isn't the fastest player, and that does count in the Premier League when you're playing on the wing. Bruno Fernandes has levels of pace and strength and power that Sancho doesn't have, but Sancho at 10 in those close positions where he can play passes off, make runs and spot runners as well, he really can do some very good things for United, and we've seen that there in his goal today as well. His link up with Bruno, the quick passes opened Leicester up, and he took his goal very well in this match, and it's good to see him back. So I do agree with that. I think that's a really good point that you've made there. Very, very positive from Sancho. Great to see him picking up some goals. More confidence for him, and the more players United have in good form, it is a good thing for the club, and it is something that we will be excited about, seeing how Sancho comes back in. If Sancho can come in, have a similar impact to what Marcus Rashford has had, and a similar turnaround, what a player we will have on our hands, because we genuinely have a special talent in Jadon Sancho, and he is only 22 years old as well. So a lot of time for Sancho to improve and grow into Man United and become that player that we always thought that he could have been. As well as that, Rashford in great form. Definitely exciting times coming up. Garnacho coming through, and I want to give a special shout out on the show as well. Kobbie Manu as well, fantastic off the bench, and at just 17 he looks at home in the Premier League. He came on, he looked composed, and I definitely think that Manu will be an exciting player for United in the future. So you comment in there as well from Nicole. Garnacho has to do better when he starts. Only early days, he needs time. So I do agree with that. I think that's a very good point to make, and I think at the minute, and I'm sure you will agree with me, that Garnacho plays better as a sub when he comes on. When he comes on with fresh legs up against tired players, he has a much bigger impact. He can struggle whenever he starts a match, and he does seem to do better off the bench. But more minutes will be good for him. It will be good for his development. And the kid's only 18. There's a lot of time for him to improve and grow into the player that we all know he can be. So it is definitely exciting times with Jadon Sancho coming up. A couple of people as well saying Marcel Sabitzer was brilliant today. I do think Sabitzer was very good. Very solid match. And he really is a very solid technical player. I like watching Sabitzer play, and for €20 million, £15 million could be a very good signing to bring in the summer. So another new comment in there. Yes, Sancho is 22, Anthony 22, and look at our new graduate Manu, Garnacho and Palestri. Yeah, exciting times United. Lots of good young players coming through. The players you've listed there are very, very talented. Some other good players as well in the academy who haven't had their first team debut. Isaac Hansen-Aaron, an exciting player. Charlie McNeil will be interesting to see how he does on loan at Newport. Ethan Galbraith doing well for Salford City. So a lot of good young players coming through at United. The next generation does look like it will be a good one. And Sancho 22, Anthony 22, as you've said, young players who have a lot of time ahead of them. Marcus Rashford, of course, only just turned 25 as well, so a lot of time for Rashford in this team. I think people do sometimes forget that Rashford is still relatively young for a footballer at just 25, as he has been in a team from he's about 18. So we do have a young core of the team with the right sort of experience. Big winners in there. Rafael Varane, Casemiro have won everything in football, and it will be a good players for those for the young players to learn off. So another new comment in there, we need a consistent player to partner up with Rashford if we really need to challenge. I do agree with that. I think bringing someone in, like, my personal choice would be Osimhen. I think Osimhen has been excellent for Napoli this season, and if he came in as a striker to play through the middle with Rashford up the left, could really, really work well for Man United. Of course, people do think Harry Kane could be a great signing. I think Harry Kane is a fantastic footballer, but I think he's just too close to 30. He has a couple of injuries as well in his career, so I don't know if Harry Kane's the right option. But Osimhen, Vlahovic could be a great shout to come in as a new striker for United and really help lighten the load, because we are very relying on Marcus Rashford this season. He is the only player in the whole club who has over 10 goals this season. With 24 for the season, he is smashing it up, but he will have off days. He will inevitably have a drop in form, or he could get injured as he's having to play every single week. So we need, as soon as possible, go into the market, bring in somebody to pick up the slack alongside Marcus Rashford. So new comment in there as well, Francois. So good to see you on the channel. I think you're new, so welcome to the channel and welcome to the stream. Yeah, definitely enjoyable watching United today. Very positive things moving into the future. Really good young players coming through, and we are very good in the here and now. So just a quick point for you guys, of course, as we know, and we have said a couple of times here on the stream already, so Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani, so the Qatari bid for United is advised by the Bank of America, but this is something that it is very expected to be. We're talking about a £5 billion purchase, a massive financial deal, so it will be normal to see banks involved. Don't be worrying and don't be fearful if you do see that online, because people do see banks and they think debt, they think loans. As you know, Qatar want to buy us outright, money up front, no debt, no loans, so I wouldn't be concerned about that. So definitely interesting times coming up, and it will be interesting to see if United can compete for that league title. Arsenal, of course, 54 points, Man City 52, Manchester United 49, so we are a little bit behind, but Arsenal and City still to play each other. A draw in that match could put United well and truly into a Premier League title race, and that match is coming up soon, so definitely something to look out for, be excited for, and it will be interesting to see how the rest of the season pans out for United. Let me know your thoughts down below, guys. Let me know your predictions. Can United go on and challenge for that league title, compete with Man City, compete with Arsenal, or is it a little bit too much too soon? I think it might be the latter, and I'm hoping that if we can stay injury free, we can compete, but we do have a small squad. We're competing in 4 trophies at the minute, so a lot of matches still to play for United, a lot to play for, but the potential for injuries is there, and we have to be concerned about that as fans. As we know, Tenhag resting his team, rotating when he has to. We've seen Varane rested today. Last week we saw Varane rested. We've seen Rashford rested in recent weeks. If we can keep players fit, keep them sharp, who knows what we can accomplish this season. So a couple more people joining in with the chat and joining in with the stream. So welcome to the channel and welcome to the stream. If you are new, if this is your first time here on the channel, we are a brand new channel covering Man United every single match, doing lives, doing previews, news, player analysis, bringing you everything you need to know about Man United and much, much more. So don't forget to smash that sub button if you are new and you want to join in. So another new comment in there, and this is a good comment as well, very good point. So the amount of improvement at an individual level is staggering. Bruno, Rashford, Fred, Ten Hag has done wonders, and finally we are attacking with pace and purpose. Ten Hag always has a method to break down. I do agree with that. I think he's a real meticulous planner and he knows what he wants. He knows what he wants. So a second comment in there, breakdown teams missed that since Sir Alex Ferguson. Yes, there definitely is a plan, there is methods, and at an individual level many players have improved. Rashford, of course, Bruno Fernandes, Fred has looked good this season as well. Other players, Sabitzer, Casemiro looking very solid. Dalot, Luke Shaw, very good form, and they have been improved this season. But as a team, we are playing so much better. We're playing better as individuals and as a team, and things are going in the right direction for Man United, and it is going to be a very exciting end to the season, something for everybody to look forward to, and all United fans will have a very, very exciting end to the season. And of course, big week coming up, you guys. Barcelona midweek, Newcastle United in the League Cup final. What a massive week it is for United. 3 wins this week, starting today, will be massive. So big win against Leicester. Let's go out, beat Barcelona. Let's go out and beat Newcastle, lift that trophy, get into the next round of the Europa League, and really start to have a fantastic season. So, a couple of people as well talking. Bruno Fernandes at the right wing. He isn't involved in possession, which means we get the ball moving more. When he receives it, he can focus on creation. I do agree with that. New comment in there as well. Dalot has become world class. I think he has. I think he's genuinely been one of the best right backs in the entire Premier League. I think as well something that has helped us a lot is whenever Dalot was injured, Aaron Wan-Bissaka came in and Erik ten Hag improved him a lot as well and really got the most out of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and that's good. I think Wan-Bissaka looked like a player that many people written off. I still don't think he's a long-term option at United, but as a squad player for this season, he's come in and he has done well, and we need more players like that to come in, do a job when needed. Malacia, of course, at left back, the obvious example of that. He has stepped in for Luke Shaw during injury when he's lost form and done very well. Wan-Bissaka done the same thing on the right hand side for Dalot. Centre backs as well, looking good. Lindelof solid today, I thought, and a good deputy for Rafael Varane. We see as well in the front line, of course, Anthony, Sancho, Rashford, Garnacho, Bruno Fernandes, Martial, Weghorst. There is depth there, but some players do need to pick themselves up a little bit in that forward line. Far too relying on Marcus Rashford and Bruno Fernandes to break down teams. So if we can get Sancho, get Anthony back to form, it will be a very good end to the season for United, and I'm sure many people will be looking forward to that. So let me know what you think down in the comments, guys. We'll keep the stream going here as well. So an interactive chat, interactive floor. Get those comments in. We'll read every comment out. We will have a proper discussion and a proper chat about Man United. And it is great. It is great to be able to sit here and talk to you guys. So, major boost for the Qatari offer to buy Man United, in that Saudi Arabia have not bid for the club. There has been no offer come in from Saudi Arabia, according to Mike Keegan. He, of course, has had many exclusives on the buying and the selling of Man United and talking to the Qataris and their bid. So, no Saudi is interesting. New comment in there. Ten Hag has brought discipline. He has stood up to all the superstars and shown that it is his way or the highway. The man has balls, exactly what we needed. I do agree with that. I think it was very telling. Of course, when Sir Alex Ferguson was asked about Erik ten Hag coming in as manager in the summer, he said somebody needs to come in and get control. And I think that is something we have had with Erik ten Hag. Control is one of the key words associated with the man, both on and off the pitch. He comes in, he demands respect. The players are working hard for him. He has handled every situation absolutely perfectly. Of course, when he first came in, of course, Paul Pogba was leaving on a free. Jesse Lingard was leaving on a free. They were let go by the club. And Dean Henderson wanted to go on loan. He didn't want to be number 2. He was let on loan. Cristiano Ronaldo, there was the drama for months and months. Erik ten Hag, Man United acted decisively, and Ronaldo was gone, and United have improved since. And of course, even Marcus Rashford, our most informed player and our most important goal scorer, is not immune from that. He was dropped from that Wolves match because of course he slept in. He missed the team meeting, and that's important. That is standard setting by Erik ten Hag. He is saying it is my way or the highway, as you have said. So really good point. Everybody is an equal in this, and nobody has special treatment. Everybody is held to the same standards, and Erik ten Hag holds himself to those standards as well. Of course, after that Brentford loss, Man United were outrun by 14 kilometres. Erik ten Hag had the whole team do 14 kilometres run to make up for that lost ground. He held himself accountable, and he did the 14 kilometre run as well. So Erik ten Hag has brought discipline. He stood up for himself. He has earned the respect of the team, the respect of the players, and they really will go out and give their all for this man. And it has been a long time since this bunch of players have done that for a manager, where they're willing to run themselves into the ground, get hurt, fight and scrap for every ball. And Erik ten Hag has done a fantastic job as Man United manager, and he is the main reason that we are sitting in the situation we are today. We were competing for 4 different trophies in a cup final, of course, competing for league titles, We went to Barcelona, we put a fantastic performance in at the Nou Camp, and Erik ten Hag, a lot of credit to take for how well he has done this season with Man United. So I could not be happier with the manager. We have got the right man in charge. We need to back him with the tools he needs to go out and complete the job, make us more competitive, give him the players he needs, give him the backing he needs. With new owners coming in, new directors, and a more confident board as well, Erik ten Hag will have the backing, the support he needs in order to go out and make United challenge for the really big trophies, Champions Leagues, Premier Leagues. United will be there again, and it has been a long time coming. So very, very exciting times coming up for Man United. So Casemiro's suspension is now over, and he can play once again for Man United. Very, very positive and very good. New comment in there as well. Martinez giving me Vidic vibes. I do get that vibe from him. He is a warrior of a player. We do call him the butcher for a reason, and he will fight and he will scrap for every ball. He wants to win every ball, but he isn't just a fighter, he isn't just a scrapper. He is very, very good with the ball to fit. He's a fantastic passer, a great defender, and he could have scored today as well. He hit the crossbar, a little bit unlucky, and another day he scores his first Old Trafford goal. But Lisandro Martinez, what a signing, what a player. I am so, so happy that he has proved everybody wrong. As we know, a lot of stick for United for signing Lisandro Martinez. Pundits, Sky Sports, Jamie Carragher saying he was too small to be a centre defender in the Premier League, and he has proved them wrong. He has been the best centre back in the Premier League this season, in my opinion, and what a player he is, and ultimately how well he has transformed Man United. I think when we watch Martinez play, it is great because you get you see how much of a leader he is on the pitch. He gets his head up, he is pointing directions, he is commanding players around him. He is a real leader on the pitch, and he could be a future captain of the club. And at just 24 as well, Lisandro Martinez has a lot of time ahead of him, and he could be at the club for many, many seasons. So very, very good from Lisandro Martinez. Great to see him doing well, proving people wrong, and I can't wait to see what the rest of the season holds for Lisandro Martinez, the rest of that team. What a centre back pairing we have, both Martinez and Varane. Great partnership as well. So something you guys no doubt will enjoy is that Man United have played 24 matches and we are 18 points ahead of Chelsea in the Premier League. I mean, yeah, it's not looking great for Chelsea. 600 million spent and they are 10th. So enjoyable. It's great to see Chelsea struggling. Yeah, I'm sure you guys are enjoying that every bit as much as I am, and things are not looking good at Chelsea. 600 million spent and Chelsea have 31 points to show for it. So the less said about that the better. But let's get back to Man United. Let's talk about today's match. Very positive stuff. Very happy with the result. A big 3 points after a poor first half performance. Second half we smashed it. We came out, we played great, and everybody is going home happy. Happy Sunday, everybody. I'm sure you guys are enjoying your day as much as I am. I certainly am. Certainly am. Loving sitting here talking to you guys after another big win for United. And we will be back, of course, on Thursday with the Barcelona stream. So don't forget to stay tuned for that, guys. I'm going to end the stream here, so thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to smash that sub button as well if you want to join in with the community here on the channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.